Hey guys, what's up? It is Jim here, and today I have another tutorial, which it's the first one in a really long time, and I'm sorry because I know you guys really like tutorials, but I kind of can't make a tutorial for a gun that is either destroyed or a bit too advanced to make a tutorial for. At the same time, I'm kind of concerned to make tutorials for big guns when then people can just steal it and then just say, oh, I made this gun, it's super great, subscribe to me, love me, or whatever, and you can't really do that, so I kind of limit myself on the guns that I will make tutorials for. But anyways, I will make the grip of the ACR and Vector, so it's essentially the kind of same grip. It's not going to be the exact same model, because this grip is very universal, and it's also, of course, really strong. As you've seen in my ACR video and my Vector video, I'm able to hold the gun with one hand, and those are pretty heavy guns, even though it's just Lego. So anyways, I guess without further ado, let's just get started. So we're gonna take two 1x4 pieces with technicals and put one pin all the way to the left, right there, and then on another one put a pin all the way to the right. Then you want to just put those together. You could just put some more 1x2 pins right here if you really want it to stay together, but there's no real danger. So then you want to grab two 2x3 bricks and just stack those on top of each other like so. And then your first piece is done. So then we're going to start on the actual backstrap part of the grip, I guess. So we're going to take a 4x10 and a 1x4 and just put those together. You want to grab a 1x10 and just put them on the sides like so. Then you can fill in the area to about here, so you want to leave these spaces open. So we're just going to fill this in with bricks just like that. So now you'll have 4 studs and 2 studs. So now you can take this piece and just put that on top. So you have these two 1x1 spaces open. So then you can just stack 3 layers of bricks on top here, or 2 layers I mean. And once you've got those 2 layers put on, you'll have 3 layers and this piece on the inside. If you were really concerned, you would of course just take this off and then put another rod, or not rod, but brick in here, if you really want this to stay together, but it will stay together. So now you will just take 2 of these pieces, which are quite advanced for some people to find, and these are 1x2x3 inverted slopes. So you will then put these on like so. So now we will start on the back strap. So for the back strap, or just the back piece, you're going to need these pieces, which will be a 2x4, 2x6, 2x8, and a 2x10. So you will then just take the 2x2, put it on the bottom of the 2x6, take the 2x6, put it on the bottom of the 2x8, and on the 2x10, just like that. And that's going to be the middle part. So you're gonna take a 1x4, put it on a 1x6, then a 1x8, and put on top, just like that. And you do actually want to make another one of these. So then we can just take the back of the grip and put these on. And that's going to make a pretty generic shape for a grip for a rifle, sniper rifle, anything like that. So now on the front, you actually want to put some pieces as well. You want to put some tiles on each side, or optionally, if you do have enough T-slopes and the right T-slopes, you can then take some 1x1 T-slopes, then put a 1x2 T-slope right here, and then just do what's standard all the way down. Now you really want a 1x2 on here, because if you just have two standard ones, this will just break open. So generally, I would just go with putting tiles on the sides, just like that. And then you want to put a layer of plates on the bottom here. Just like that. Now you want to make sure that you leave this little space open. So that's going to be filled in. So you then want to grab some more tiles and then put it over here. So you want to make sure you have 4 studs of space here, because you will then have a 1x2 space for any trigger guard you may have. So this is the one I made. It's pretty simple. I won't really go in depth on this, so I'll just show you how I made it. So that'll just go there. You can cover this up with some tiles as well. And then you're going to have the grip finished. So for my hands, this grip is pretty much perfect. This isn't, of course, the most comfortable. I would recommend using T-slopes on here, just because it's Lego, but that's essentially the grip done. So up here, you want to, of course, have some attachments, so you can actually attach it to the gun frame. So making those is very easy. And by very easy, I mean 4 pieces. So you're going to need 2 2x6s, with holes of course, and 2 1x8s, plates of course. So you then want to leave 3 studs of space, like that, and put this on there. So you'll do the same on the other one. Now, do note that these are as long as they're needed to be for the trigger guard on my grip. So now when we will put them on, we will make sure it goes on the hole all the way in the back. Then you will kind of force it on, because it is a little bit tricky to get it on properly sometimes. I'll just do this off camera, I guess. And there we go. Now that they're attached, they will not come off, at least very easily. If you really just use all your force to then break these up, these will end up popping out. But this should stay together, so it may stick out a little bit here, but we can just put a 2x4 up there for now, and that's going to hold it together perfectly fine. So now it won't break. At least if you force it, you'll of course break anything. So yeah, now let's just show how to make a trigger, and then we're done. Alright, so these are some of the pieces that you need for the trigger. So we're first just gonna start off here with the 1x4 pin. So it's very helpful if it has the end stop right there. So then you'll take some 1x1 bricks. They don't have to be 1x1 bricks, they can be 1x2 bricks, as long as they have the holes like this and not just in the middle. Then you want to take one of these bushing pieces and put that on just like that, so now they won't go anywhere, at least on this one. And now we will do the trigger. So we'll take a 1x2 brick with a hole in the middle, a 1x4 tile, and a 1x3 inverted slope. You can of course use just a 1x3 plate with a 1x2 plate on the bottom, and then just put that on, and a G slope on the bottom. So you will then take this and slide it on like that. Take your second bushing piece, and then your last whole piece, and then you'll have the trigger. So putting the trigger on, you will just slide it in and put it in here. Just like that. So now, of course, if you had the 1x2 pieces, you would have these covered, but I don't, so I'll use some 1x1 bricks to cover that up. So now, as you can see, if we had a rubber band on the trigger, it would go all the way up here. So if we wanted to stomp down here, we can then make a little piece with a 1x4 and a 1x2 hinge piece. And you'll just put it on middle like that. Then put this up in the front. So that way, if there was a rubber band, it would make the trigger stop right here. So of course, attaching the trigger guard that I've made will be fairly simple. It would just take a 2x4 brick, put it on top, and then it would of course just attach. So attaching rubber bands to this will be a little bit more tricky, but it is fully possible. So starting off by removing the 2x4 we had, we will make a little piece we will have in the front here, or in the back here, which will be a 1x2 with a hole in the middle with a pin. So you will then put that on there. So then you will take a doubled standard sized rubber band and just put that on there. So now you will have to break this open, which will involve pushing this piece out and taking that off. You will fold this up, put the rubber band over, and then carefully roll it down and push the trigger down. Then add back our stopper piece, and then our 2x4. Then we will attach just like that. And then you can of course optionally just put this back over again and then push down on the rubber band so that it's not sticking up to get in the way. And then you will have a working trigger. So this is kind of a lower receiver, if you will, of a field stripping G36C that I tried to make. So that's kind of the reason why it really looks like one. So you can of course adjust the way the back here looks, adjust the way the front looks, add some ergonomics, and then this will be a whole nother grip. So this could be used, as I said, for anything, and it's definitely really nice. So make sure to give credit if you use it. Make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment what you thought of the tutorial, and let me know what I should make tutorials for next, because I mean I can pretty much make everything, as long as it's not a full-size sniper rifle. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for building, and I'll see you guys. Goodbye.